The figure I have been waiting for has been released. One who lived a warrior and died a hero. The greatest of Cybertron. Yes, fellow YouTubers, I finally have him. Kingdom Dinobot. I have anxiously awaited the release of this figure, and this is just going to be awesome. So look at the packaging. I'm a little bothered by how it shows some tan here, which is more accurate to the show, and then it's not there. But oh well. Really cool artwork. Really like the looks of it. So I'm just not going to wait any longer. I did have this guy pre-ordered on Amazon, but just found him at Walmart, so I can still cancel him. I was very excited, so. Okay, this box is not wanting to cooperate with me. There we go. Can't wait to see what Destiny card I get with this one. It's an Optimus, but it might be a different one. Oh, man, he looks so good. Let's go ahead and get this guy open and review him. So you might be thinking, oh, he already got an Optimus Prime. Well, yes and no. The front is the same, but when you peel it, it's a different fate. It shows Optimus standing there. If you look closely, you can see Rhinox and Bumblebee. Air Razor, I don't know how well this is showing up. But yeah, I don't know what that translates to. But either way, that's cool. I'm glad it's a different Destiny. Hopefully with all of the 3 figures I'm planning on getting this way that I get the new cards. Although there's probably 4, so probably not. Maybe we'll have to go in and get Inferno. Oh well. Okay, so on to the review itself. So here we have Dinobot, arguably the greatest of all the Beast Wars characters. This Raptor mode is pretty good. It's okay. It's got a lot of flaws, unfortunately. Like here we can see the part of the chest right here on the legs. You can see the kibble underneath. That's not, that's kind of to be expected. This jaw is really tight. Hopefully that'll loosen up over time because I want to be able to open his mouth more easily. His eyes are a little bit off. Not too bad, but a little bit. I'm just really bothered by these. How they're just pointed down like this. You can't really do anything. I mean, I guess you can lift them up like this, but you can see the purple right here. Now, interesting thing, the tip of the sword is textured like the figure. So I'm kind of wondering, were they planning on painting this brown? Because even on the box it's brown. When it shows one of the renders. So, Raptor mode is kind of a mixed bag for me. Here he is next to the original in Raptor mode. Original is one of the figures that I happen to have, who also has the legs underneath, and his tail is just long and wonky, and yeah. So that's pretty cool. I forgot to turn Rhinox into his beast mode, but here we have just my Kingdom Beast Wars figures, or Maximals. And they all look really cool. I really like this. Rhinox is supposed to be revealed in Wave 3. Very excited about that. And Air Razor, hopefully coming in soon. So, yeah. All in all, Dino mode, it's got some issues. it's still okay for what it is. Another thing I am upset about that I want to take note of is that the head can't turn due to how it's designed. That bugs me. But either way, go ahead and transform him. So Dinobot, maximize. Right, so first, just detach the tail. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do that. I think you can transform it just fine with it still on, but I prefer to do that. So you fold the legs up. This part's a little tricky. You just got to get it figured out though. When you transform into beast mode, you want to rotate this so this part is facing in more, this flap right here. You just close it up. He's got these tight heels. Just do the same thing on this side. Here I'm going to fold the head down while I point the camera up. Rotate him at the waist. And you just want to tab these claws in. Just going to get them up and out of the way. You have to go even higher. You go a lot higher though. So let's make this easier. Just hold this part back. And keep these out of the way. You can fold this up right here. You want to fold this back, push it down, push this forward like this. Then there's these tabs on the side right here. There's some slots in there. You just want to tap them into place. Now this is the part that's where the engineering is pretty ingenious, really. Fold these out. Rotate him at the shoulders. You just want to fold the claws up, rotate like this, so you'll have the hands. Then you just want to fold this in. You can see there's a tab right there on the claws. You just kind of want to get this into place. It doesn't work super well, but oh, what are you going to do? And just do the same thing here. And there, in a nutshell, is Dinobot in his robot mode. And man, this figure is really good. The arms are a bit skinny. Not as bad as I was expecting with the arms, but they're still a bit skinnier than I'd like for them to be. And the brown overwash, as I said earlier, I wish they had some more tan. Other than that, I really don't have a whole lot to complain about. They did a pretty good job pulling off such a complex design on a mainline figure. And plus, that head sculpt really deserves to be the picture that comes up when you look up perfection. He's got a backpack. Not too bad, though. And this is just really cool. A lot of people have been saying how ingenious this is, and I do agree how the real dino head hides in the fake dino head on his chest. That's a complex design. So I applaud the engineers there. They did a really good job with it. Then look at his weapons. The color of his weapons really bugged me too, because this part really should be red, and this is purple. apparently there was a shot in Code of Hero, which is Dinobot's spotlight episode, and one of, if not the best, Beast Wars episode ever. But apparently there was one shot where his sword looked kind of purple. Even the Masterpiece figure gave him a pink sword. So, I don't know what the deal is there. But either way, you can have him wield his tailspin with his sword sticking out. Or you can take the sword. Now, they did not enable you to recreate the original toy where he could hold it like this. They put a tab right here and prevent you from being able to do that. Which is kind of annoying. But I don't really mind that much. I prefer show accuracy. And speaking of the original, here I have him right here. See how he holds his sword right here. And mine personally has this issue where his weapon here does not tab in, does not peg in super well, unfortunately. Like he just, and it falls right out. So that's really annoying. Still, this was a good figure for its time, but it's night and day as to which one's better. This one is way more show accurate. And of course, this one, the toy was first. So, yeah. But he's got kibble and such. So, very nice to finally get an update for this legendary character. Although, I do wish the tail could spin. Like it was gimmick activated. Like, see, the original does have that where you push on it and it spins. But it would probably have to be way too big anyway. So, compromises have had to be made with this line. A lot of the time, I've been okay with it. Except for maybe Cheetor, where they made way too many compromises. Then here's Optimus Primal and Rat Trap. So with Rat Trap, Dinobot, and Silverbolt, that's 3 of the 4 characters that were voiced by Scott McNeil. That guy really voiced quite a few characters. So these guys all look really cool together. I realized with Optimus Primal, I did have him holding the swords wrong, unfortunately. It's hard to tell, though. And here you can have them fight for leadership of the Maximals. So, this figure, while not being perfect, is still a very nice recreation of the classic character. I'm going to give him an overall 8 out of 10. I think he's really good. Definitely one to pick up. And, yeah. Also, he does have storage in his robot mode. You can just put his tail together, do the tail configuration. Then you got to make sure there's a little tab that sticks out on the side right there. There's a little slot, so you got to line it up just right. And there you can store it in his weapons in robot mode. Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and stick them on the display. This display is a bit more messy than I'd like for it to be, but oh well. There's Dinobot with his former leader Megatron. Megatron is definitely taller. And the scale here is pretty good, for the most part, I'd say. So, that's my review of Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Dinobot. Very awesome figure. A nice update to an even better character. And, yeah. Very glad I have him. So, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And God bless.